It's a plus. And here, and I think that's where right now.
There's no requirement. We want somebody to pay attention to justice. I don't know.
I think you can have psychological and psychological. My wife and I, had a lot of boys. She's very high. And I, stuff like that's really important. Oh, yes. It really is.
Yes, sir, in the big cities, probably not terribly hot, but sufficient.
We, like, for instance, myself, we work with attorney, and yeah, we do the back end, mitigating cyber attacks. Really, and then we will educate those that actually pick up the link. We all do, and it's, and that's what the part of it's not everything. But I mean, that's the problem. There's only so much. The people are so vulnerable. That's the. We had a cyber attack last week, well, it wasn't a cyber attack, so we don't have, it was more of a social engineering attack. Go back. She deals Everybody like, this attorney had already. Here's what go to your highest, go to your result provider and say, none of my things, none of them was by them. And if you want to reach it's not. So you go in and ask, then the option here. That's a way to here's how it is. They went into the attorney, and they said the address and phone went offline, and they started doing these, and then they, so when they did that, then they had access to two factors. Then they Gmail, everything else. So then we got stopped. Restart. Yeah, she goes like, and we don't know. We just think we try to steal.
You mentioned privacy. You have to have some kind of.
Yeah, they didn't get any, like, our privacy. They locked me around all this time in the store.
But, well, yeah, Congress is awesome.
Absolutely. They are well, yeah, and then you go it was like $100 million.
So crazy after the last election.
But yeah, this was social engineering.
It's kind of sad or scary to think that that's like bad. Really bad things that are uncovered that start.
But see, that raised me. It's like you're so.
My brother comes to and he's like, Hashtag Facebook, he still
Open up the competition.
Yeah.
You know, there's a part where
They want to satisfy the
Yeah.
you know, even AI gets so good, it's killing me what I want, and I'm wrong.
They're trading you.
And you have people that are more about this.
But research. In research papers. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt. Why would that not be easy for AI? I mean, most of the that is true. Well, that's what they prove with this. The fact of the matter. They will write things. Always papers. Actually, right. That's kind of interesting. These are scary things, and more often people.
But some of the.
What do you do about their don't have your talent, have jobs, don't have your documents. But that's how you
Okay, 5 minutes, we're gonna collect your genius. You prepare.
I mean, I hear people. I'm in agriculture. I hear Generation Xers saying at my age, I'm too old. I'm in my job, no, you're not.
You'll be living your same life at least once.
Yes. Yes.
Evaluation, you'll probably.
Yeah. Exactly.
What is that?
I totally agree. No. Yeah.
That's a dangerous spot.
Yeah, it's a
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is my data set worth? They probably. Wow. There's a lot. What it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when you're small. Still, it's small, but we have to.
Oh, so there's certain. Yeah. Sure. No, they have, and it'll say like, it'll map out. Sure. So they calculate what they use.
Well, see, that's the problem, like, that Richmond to IT location down there, the house on insecure, and I was like, got in there.
We have, in fact, if I go to the hill, they'll be the last. And I was just, oh, sure. Now, was it on the cover of the board?
Was that true? Yeah.
Because like, there's a all of that.
We aren't subject to so yeah, I mean, it's, and it's like I was trying to say, it's not. So ISO is Google's job making
So I had this conversation with,
attacking on the future.
how do I stop targeting?
Yes. You can get that.
Well, what's really but it's like, how bad do you? That's what we just kind of play. Like, it's fast driven fire, right? So it's file. Safety and exercise.
We have
Raspberry.
In your network, and you'll start seeing that courses down there. You can say, oh, they go there, and there, and there, and there. And this is how you're just leaving it. You can say,
Do you have?
oh, I so you can still turn on information. All sorts of stuff.
I was gonna rush that.
And so this is.
Yeah, definitely.
It's really just good that
It's only 2 rooms.
you don't turn off all of it. You don't turn all the stuff that close it up. But it's because all your other things to work on. You're using their service. And all that stuff you'll see.
Yeah, good to meet you too. Yeah, who's funny on? Good to meet you.
Raspberry Pi.
Okay, I hope that's at least stimulating. It's really been great to hear the input, the value of the conversations. I hope don't stop here. I would just remind you that you have access to the global contributions of this day, starting in Australia, all the way to Mexico City. And they're accessible through the World Legal Summit website. So we've all got links to that. You don't have to go to Verbella to get that, because comments have been posted all day long for the past 24 hours, and they relate to each of these topics in turn, and we'll even have more data, more reporting back as a result of the finishing of today's exercise globally. So there's a rich treasure trove of information, but this has been great. So to go out on at least a positive, because we can throw up all sorts of reasons not to do anything, right? Let's flip the switch and let's collect the concepts, the ideas, the suggestions, the avenues that might be taken. Any, they may be few, but the point is they are there. And hopefully you've been able to get, hey Kyle, here's one of those new lawyers right now. So let me capture them as you report. And the ideas you're talking about may have been yours, may have been someone else's that you heard, but let's see what they look like and see if there's any consistency or concurrence and the ability to linkage if possible. So we'll just start. Give me some feedback from that brainstorming session you just had. What are some of the things we can take action to do or should have action taken to do to help make technology less risky and more welcome? Okay, so
Education.
we begin with education. And what does that look like? I mean, what does education in this arena have to consist of?
So for instance, at the firm, we have drills, security drills. We'll send out fake cyber attacks, phishing attacks it is, to different people in the firm and see who actually responds to it. And then we'll say, send them information, tell them, hey, you just responded to a cyber attack. And then educate them on how to do this.
I've heard, and you can confirm this or not, that the biggest security risk is not the technology, but the people.
Yes.
So you have policies, you have practices, you have technology, and then you got people.
Yep.
And if they ignore the policies, the risks are real, right? So security drills. What else? Let's focus on education for a moment. What might a very robust education on security, privacy, and AI look like? What else might be a part of that package? Yeah, you haven't been in here all day, but you got an idea. Go for
I
it.
got an idea.
Okay.
I think before you do drills, you probably just do full education and have the policies and procedures outlined and presented in a way that's easily comprehended.
Okay, so that as a matter of law firm, law department, corporate business, training in a formal way about security issues should be a part of onboarding and ongoing training, right? Okay, anything else you want to put on the education bucket? Adele?
Gaming. So
Gaming?
yeah. So basically, the best way to learn about those very complex constructs such as AI and cybersecurity and all that stuff is to use it early enough. So if you're thinking about teaching like businessmen and so forth, you're too late in the game. They need to get to the concepts when they are still in school. So the best way to make it fun for them is to have it in an AI game format where you can either try to cyber secure your establishment or you're trying to break into an organization. So like reverse psychology. Once you play through the game, you will gain this knowledge, like hands-on knowledge, which you will retain afterwards.
And it's said that learning is not knowledge, it's skills, it's what you, no lecture, no book could ever teach them. So take that. Anything else in the education column? Okay, we can do that if need be. Another idea or suggestion that would be of benefit. Carrie, you're looking straight at someone.
No, well, we talked a little bit about having almost like certifications or labels for different companies. And so you could even maybe put this under education, but just have it be where entice customers to do business with you because you follow certain standards. And that be a way to kind of economically push along the privacy and what consumers demand.
Okay. So we didn't get there, but we've talked about it virtually all day, and that is self-governance and consensual standards, but doing it in a robust way involving stakeholders and then making it so valuable. Wouldn't that be cool? Good. Not to have that gold stamp of approval. Wouldn't that be cool? Good. Anything else?
A minimum threshold.
Okay. Okay. Other suggestions you all came up with? Nate, why aren't you telling us to go knock on the legislators' doors?
Showing up and doing public policy advocacy and issue advocacy, talking to your legislatures, saying why this is important, both on the local and federal level. Recent Tristan Harris from this for Congress to talk about these issues. So following up with their messaging and getting it out there to people who are making impact, that level is important.
So again, I mean, what this to me endemically, logistically, and virally. And that is a great deal of emphasis from the top down, followed by a good deal of logistically. That is a great deal of emphasis from the top down, followed by a good deal of emphasis from the bottom up, and then educating on all fronts. So pretty ambitious, but those are suggestions. Any additional ones? Any ideas about how to improve? Let me ask. Are we hopeful or pessimistic?
Now, worse or better? A lot better.
Well, and we don't appreciate that in this culture, in this society. I mean, you can look at in this society. I mean, you can look at the data. Lifespan, health, economic opportunity, even justice have all improved very significantly over the past 100 to 200 years. So we're not doing worse. Collectively, we're doing better. But we can accelerate that. We can make that even effective. And for me, it's about justice at the layer, meaning the Internet of Things is a provider of opportunity as well as risk. So can we collectively create a justice layer which provides both social, economic, and legal justice by combining forces? Seems to me that's a possibility. Anything else? Yes?
I just have one more thing that I kind of thought about is for.
Yes.
I just have one more thing about is for I was not very well informed on this when I first entered college, but I have a brother who's a software engineer, and just he's talked to me a lot, and I got interested and then started to get involved on my own. But it was because someone who cared about me talked with me about it, and I'd like to try to do that as planned. But I think if the more people that become informed talk to more people, that could be another way.
So it's a viral conversation that needs to take place. And in our world of social media, why not? I mean, we create movements through Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Why not this? We can all participate in that. And then create a viral awareness of these issues. Other insights, indications, journeys that we need to take.
So one just thought is kind of like, remember this big move a few years ago about like everybody must code and teaching coding to our children and all this stuff. So I think that AI still is viewed as this mysterious box, kind of like, computer understands by itself. And to the extent that I've seen even CEOs talk about, we just add AI to resolve it, and then after that talk, all of a sudden I'm seeing them talk with investors about, oh yeah, our system has AI in it. It's like, what are you talking about? So it's kind of like, we need to understand it and teach how do you use AI. AI is a tool, just like any programming language kind of thing. So more people learning not about the issue, but about how do you AI, what's the concept of it, like, and how do you use it. So can I get involved with it? And that you're gonna get same demographic issue like we have with STEM and so forth, that you have less women in AI, less women in life. So, and that is detrimental to the society as a whole, because if you don't have half of the society involved in it, especially the half of society that is in more contact with kids as they grow, and you end up with this black box and kind of like mystifying what AI is, like this big concept. It's who created the AI.
And I think you're right about that, because I participate in the Hour of Code program, where we bring coding once a year to the local school systems. And it's getting these kids to be able to think. It's not so much getting them to be able to understand, C+ code or something like that. It's them being able to think, logically think down those same lines to be able to understand this technology. They don't have to be a professional programmer. It's just so that they know the logic of it. That's what the main goal that we're trying to do in that program. And yeah.
Because the more we are aware, the more we are knowledgeable, the more informed we are. Well, I think we've had a good day. I'm here to stay if you wish, or we can, that's your call. I don't have anything else other than, do you have any last suggestions?
Educating the children for the future. Because the children that don't know tech, don't know programming in the future, are going to be left behind.
To conclude that, I'm delighted to know that there's a community like this in Nashville. So this is just one of many communities that gather like this. And the Nashville or Music City Legal Hackers we get invitations to join us on a regular basis. So let's continue the conversation and let's make things better. Okay? Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. Take some food with you if you wish. There's plenty.
Yeah, Teresa is getting asking me to come to the. Yeah, I'm always seem like I'm always so busy.
Well, we've tried to be a month where we don't typically.
Yeah, all right.
Most likely it's better. Okay. Typically on a Thursday night, so we'll see if that works for you.
Sure.
My pleasure.
I think we could go.
Have you? They're not going to get easier.
Let's do it.
It's kind of yes.
What's the game like?
We figuring it.
They just carry that. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for, it was really good. Thank you for joining me. Okay. It was nice to see you.
Oh, good to see you here. Good to meet you, Josh.
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't be a stranger.
Great to meet you.
We'll
Yeah.
stay connected.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grab coffee sometime.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's here. And we left all the lids under. Wow. So you can just pick up all the lids underneath.
No, no, no. I'll hit the years and get it wrapped up and first come Sunday, so you go ahead and start.
All right, sounds good. I guess we can just walk. Right now, are you going to the I think I'm yeah, we're both. Yeah, I tell you, the education is.
You know, otherwise, it would be,
Microsoft clerk in the high school. I was full time. And when we introduced it, they were cheap. Oh, yeah. I was going.
And then,
I got it, it's not what it was.
So I want to start. Where would I start?
So,
I would be
it's
Bye, Larry.
super important. It is. And that's my point. Not only a lot of and the jobs are making, it's only now, the jobs are still, then we're gonna be going.
And so just, it's a good, most organizations cautionary about this formal decision-making process. And just having sort of like, well-based concept.
Make sure that happens.
See, we didn't process it. We didn't process it.